Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Amphibia Season 1 Episode 4 Story 1, The Domino Effect. And tomorrow on Wednesday we'll be doing Story 2 of Episode 4, Taking Charge. So, what we have, okay, sorry. So we have episode 4, the Domino Effect. This is story 1, and we start right here, outside, of the house where, we have a, good design of it. We see, a nice house with a telescope and, nice, pond. And we have, the vegetable garden, a giant dandelion. It's a good looking house, a good looking garden. All right, anyway. And Anne and Sprig are doing like a version of baseball, and Anne's batting and Sprig is pitching or something like that, and he's gonna throw this watermelon, and Anne is about to hit it, and she throws the I think it's called a scythe or something, and she she misses the watermelon, goes that way, and she misses the scythe, and it almost hits Sprig, and it chops his hat. And look, he has like this tuft of, is this orange hair or red? Because some orange hair is like technically like red hair, because sometimes it's like distinctive. Because another person that was doing a review said it was red hair, but it looks orange, so I'm just gonna say it's orange. Looks orange to me, so it's orange. So yeah, I like it because frogs don't usually have hair. So, but I like it for its design. And because it looks nice for him, I'm not gonna dock a point off for it, because because usually distinctive with character designs and what matches for the creatures and why they do the things they do. And frogs don't usually have hair, but it looks good on him, so I'm not gonna dock a point off. So it looks nice. And and Sprig is like, you want to go again? And Anne's like, yeah. And he's like, wait, you have hair? Yeah, because she thinks frogs don't have hair. And Anne is like, hey, sorry about your hat, because she chopped it off, and she finds the scythe in a tree, and she hears a meow, and she says something's in trouble. So Anne and Sprig go and see what it is, and you see this giant bee, 3 of them, and you see this creature in this mud. It's stuck in the mud, so they're gonna go save it. And Sprig has a slingshot, and Anne's gonna go save it. So and is gonna go rescue the creature from the mud. She gets it out, and the bees are gonna sting her, and they surround her, and she runs away, and Sprig is hitting the bees to something in his slingshot, and it's like time to go, and Sprig's like they see you later, buzz brains, and peace, and and Sprig hops away, and Anne has the creature in to safety, and that's this cute face. It's like, oh, you're safe now, little creature. And it's like, and Sprig is like, oh, are you stung? We have to amputate. And Anne's like, no. And she says that this caterpillar looks just like my cat Domino, and look, kind of, it looks like her. Sorry, you can't really see the face, but yeah, and and she's like, she was irreplaceable, but now I found a replacement. We should take her with us. And Sprig makes a good point here, where and that's a wild animal. We don't it's not really a good idea to like bring it with us. We just leave it here. It's safe. So, and like and the Anne is like rubbing her face against it, and she's like, no, like all it takes is love, patience, and love. And Sprig has the face like, you said love twice. You don't know what you're doing. And like she's like, just look, and she brought Domino, like the new Domino to Sprig's face. Oh my god, it's like so close. And she, I guess it's she, licked Sprig, and he's like, sold. Well, okay, and I actually want to well, actually no, I'll play something else. And it's a good lighting. It's actually really good lighting right here, where it's kind of like where you had to kneel down and you have the sword, and it goes on your shoulders, and they're like, I dub you the knight of, like, for the princess. She's like, I dubbed the Domino II, and it was a good animation with the scythe. And and Sprig are walking away, and Domino II is not walking, and just lays on the floor. It looks really cute. And Sprig's like, is it broken? And she and grabs a mouse from her bag. This worked on Domino 1 with no problem, and we see the Domino 2 with the big old eyes. And I'm gonna play this clip right here, because like she's like, yeah girl, come on, and she kind of walks like caterpillar, and Sprig is like entranced by it.
Girl, you can do it. Come on. I want it. Give it to me.
That was really funny. He's like, Sprig's like, give it to me. And we go back to the house. Really good looking house. And Hop Hop is like chopping this I guess it's like a worm or something. I don't know. I guess it's supposed to like resemble sushi because of the pink inside. And Anne like is coming, and she's like, oh hey Hop Hop, old buddy, old pal. And like Hop Pop's like, what do you want, Anne? Because he's been surrounded by his grandchildren his entire life, so he's like, what do you want, Anne? And she's like, oh, nothing. Does this house look cluttered to you? I don't really like this, because it's like a kid's show, so you don't really read too much into it. But right here where the animation, she's like, does the house seem like empty? He turns his head kind of like an owl, where like his head turned like all the way around, like looking backwards, and looked at all the dishes. I get the joke where it's like, no, like the house isn't empty, it has all sort of stuff to deal with, to wash the dishes, but his head like that, and his body facing the other way, I don't know, it weirds me out. So I'm gonna take a point off for that, but because for animation, and frogs can't do that I'm aware of. So I don't know, but he's like, not especially. And Anne's like, wouldn't it be nice to have a fuzzy little creature? And Hop Pop's like, a pet? And yeah, good idea. And he's like, no pets, because like every time we get one, Sprig and Polly swear they're gonna take care of it. And just like this spider we had, Charlie Big Bottom, and Sprig and Polly were there for the hugging and the snuggling. Who got like stuck with all the work. Good old Hop Hop, that's who. He's like, I swear to Frog. He's like, I swear to Frog, whoever brings another fuzzy creature here will be on dung duty for a month. And like Anne's going out the door, and she's in the background. You hear like Hop Up said, I told Charlie Big Bomb not to go on and it kind of gets like cut off. And Anne's like, we need to find another way to sneak her in. I kind of glad we got out of the trope where Anne always made fun of Hop Hop and she stole things. Now we need to really get out of the trope of going behind his back when he says no, because Anne does the right thing and asks him, but she's still gonna sneak it in. I'm gonna dock a point for that, and it can't do that. Hop Hop said no. I know like she misses her cat, but eh. Domino II is biting on Sprig. Is should this be happening? And like and it's just biting on the Sprig, and it's like that is play biting. Like, isn't it cute? And it's like and I think it's tasting me, and she's like, that's ridiculous. And trust me, I know cats. I think she's missing her cat home because technically this isn't a cat, it's a caterpillar. So I'm gonna let that slide because I'm thinking she's missing her pet. So I'm gonna let it slide this time. It's not a cat. And and Sprig's like, all right, if you say so. Like, if you say so. And the clips stop right here. Sorry. All right, and after this, Domino II still biting on the leg, on Sprig's leg. They try to sneak her in, and Hop Hop still like they're talking about Charlie Big Bottom. It's like I told Charlie Big Bottom to not do this, and wait no wait like sorry I forgot what he did, but it's like and he like was staring at me with his big old eyes like he understood me. And like you're down to like sneeze. It was a really cute sneeze. And it's like and Hop Hop's like, what is that? And Sprig is like, oh, Hop Hop. What was the worst thing Charlie Big Bottom ever did, since we're talking about Charlie Big Bottom? Oh, where do I even begin? Jumping in front of Bestie, like in the stables. Going inside the chimneys, when he's not supposed to, and like when he crashed through the roof and let the big hole in the ceiling. It's like, and Sprig's like, where's that again? Are you blind? Right there. I don't see it. Like right there. And like sneaks down into inside her basement. And it's morning time. And Sprig is like looking for Anna in the basement, and the whole place is covered with I don't want to say webs because it's not a spider, but silk that comes from caterpillars that creates the cocoons, because I know caterpillars do that to turn into butterflies. So it's all over the place, and Sprig like tap the mushroom for like lighting, and which is a good ad. And you find Anne with her bushy hair over her eyes, and Domino II just laying on her, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Oh yeah." Domino II just had a rough first night indoors, and you turn around and her shirt, the back of her shirt, is all scratched up, and her face has all scratches and is red, so it must be fresh, and like she's like not really bleeding, but it's fresh cuts. And Sprig's like, "Yeesh." Hop Hop's gonna know something, and like a piece of silk fell to the floor. And and Anne's like don't worry about it. We just need to keep her occupied. And you see Domino II like playing with the mouse, and her eyes, like in the reflection of her eyes, you see Sprig, and Sprig sees that, so it's like oh. And they're just trying to keep Domino II occupied. Anne builds her like the little thing for cats where they play in, like it has these different clubhouses and it has holes in it and pops in and out. That's the thing she built, and she built the word like Domino II. She sneaks out, and Domino II is eating Hop Hop sandwich, and he's about to put the pickles. He's like, oh wait, I forgot the mustard. And Domino II eats the sandwich, and Sprig goes on top of the plate. And he's like, what the? He screams like, what are you doing? And Sprig doesn't answer. Then we go to back into Anne's basement in her bedroom, and there's a dead bug on the bed, and Anne's like, for me, and but she doesn't say anything, but like you can tell that's what she says with like no audio. And Domino II like kind of like is like going from the roof with like the cocoon silk, and like it's about to eat Polly, and it was Anna. Sprig grabbed her, and Polly's like, what just happened? And we were back to the basement, and Domino II brought in more dead bugs, and Anne is twirling Domino 2 around, carrying her around, and she's snuggling with her. She misses her cat. And she misses home, and it's really sweet. I'm not a cat person, but I think it's really sweet. Um, and and finally, Domino 2 is Anne's reading her magazine. Domino 2 eats it, and and petting her, and Domino 2 is has this bug, and it's like playing with it, like throwing it up and down, where you're throwing up and catching it. And Sprague's like, I hope there's no Domino 3. And Domino 2 eats the bug, and she uses a cocoon silk to wrap herself into a cocoon, and she's just sleeping. And and Anne's like all the hard work is worth it when you watch your little boo the sleeping. And Sprague's like, she's pretty darn cute. And it's like, welcome, brother, to the Church of Cute. And this is good that Sprig said this. Is this a cult or something? Because Sprig doesn't know what a church is. So you're welcome, brother, to and he's like what? And you hear Sprig's tummy growling, and it's like, oh, it looks like Domino 2 is not the only thing purring, and let's go get something to eat. And when Sprig leave, you see Domino 2 the cocoon silk go over her face. So yeah, this something's gonna happen, and you can guess, because it's a caterpillar, it's gonna turn into a butterfly, because it's common knowledge. Not a spoiler. Anyway, what was I talking about? All right. And we're in the kitchen, and Anne and Sprig are eating a lot of food, and Hop Pop comes to Lily like, whoa, you two hungry much? And Sprig's like, we're really hungry. We've been running around all day. And Hop Pop's like, running around all day? Like, what are you guys talking about? And Anne's like, oh, who can say really? And the basement exploded, and Hop Pop's like, what was that? and it's like, basement ghost? And Hop Pop's like, don't be ridiculous. Basement ghosts don't sound anything like that. So are we gonna be introduced to some basement ghosts or something? Because apparently Hop Pop knows about basement ghosts. I don't know. Well, anyway, we go into the basement, and we see like a cocoon and sprouted, and you see the aliens. It's like an alien reference, but I've never really seen it. But people have been saying that, so I'm gonna say that it's an aliens reference. And and it's like, wait, where are you, baby precious? And Hop Pop's like, baby precious, that's a pet name for a pet. You sneak a pet in here, boy? And Sprig's like, no. And Hop Pop gives him the look, and and Sprig's like, oh, okay, fine, we did. And Hop Pop's like, what did I tell you about pets? And Sprig's like, oh, look, I'm really sorry, but this did this animal really thought of Anne of her cat back home. But the caterpillar, it thought of Anne's cat back home. It looked like her. It was black with white spots. It was really cute. And whoa. A black caterpillar with white spots. And it comes back to the conversation because she was looking for Domino 2, and she couldn't find her. And Sprig's like, yeah, sensing something wrong. And this was pretty funny. How Pop's like, that it's a coastal killer pillar. Because caterpillar, killer pillar, apparently can kill you, and it's coastal, so I guess you can only find it in the coast. Yeah, it's a coastal killer pillar, and they are amphibivores. So I guess Anne's fine, because I guess it's not a humanivore. Well, I guess carnivore, but don't frogs have meat in them? So wouldn't they be carnivores also? I'm reading too much into it. I'm sorry, but I guess Anne's fine because she's not an amphibian. But and Hop Pop's like, do you only get white spots when they're just about to? And I'm really glad he didn't say anything because he didn't need to. When you just hear like the noise of the creature and you see the creepy eyes and like on the roof, the ceiling. I mean, and like you just see it and I wish I can show you, but I can't. Ugh, sorry, but it's like a big like it's a cute monster thing, and like Anne's like Domino II, is that you? And Hoppa's like shh, these monsters respond to sound, which is like sort of true with these kind of creatures with butterflies and stuff. And like everyone to stay very quiet. And Polly, and this is okay for Polly because she doesn't know the situation's going on. If Polly was like in the conversation and she just talked really loudly, like Polly, no, but she doesn't know what's going on, so she's totally fine. And she's like, "Fam, what's going on here, family? What's everyone doing down here?" And like down to like butterflies, like, and like the wings are blowing, the gusts everywhere, and Hop Pop's like everyone upstairs, and Sprig's like, I don't want to die in the basement, and Anne's like, Domino II, it's me, Anne. I gave you I gave you cuddles. You gave me dead things. Don't you remember? And she puts like her hand on Domino II's like forehead, like between her eyes, and like kind of like a How to Train a Dragon reference. And Domino II's like, and like just goes upstairs, leaves Anne in the basement, and Anne goes upstairs and she's like throwing a Hop Pop, Polly, and Sprig, kind of like a couple like dead things, but they're like alive, and Anne's like, oh my god, Domino II is gonna eat them once they're done toying with them. Wait, toying with them, and like, hey, like Domino II. When she's getting the mouse out of her pocket, you see like Domino II's like butterfly tongue, and it's like, oh my god, it's so creepy. And like in Domino II over here, and she's shaking the mouse, and since Domino II, like, and it was right before she transformed into the butterfly, she still remembers the mouse, and and it's like meow, and she's like, oh crud, and she goes at the door, and Hop Hop crashes through the door and leaves a hole in the front of the house, and Anne's just running through the woods, and she goes to like a cliff, and it was a good shot right there, and Domino like roars, like, yeah, he's kind of like a cat, and Anne's like, oh, Domino II, I thought I could change you. I'm sorry I didn't make it work. And like she has like flashbacks what happened like throughout the day when she met her, and she's like crying, and she's like, it's time to go, and like I'm really glad she did that, and she threw the mouse, and and down to left to chase after it, and Anne goes on her knees, and she's like, sayonara, Domino II. And by how she looks, I think she might be Thai American. So yeah, really good, like representation for culture and stuff. But like she's like, sayonara. Um, and we'll go back to the house, and Hop Pop's getting like the silk out of Polly's eye, and she's like, and guess who's cleaning up after the pet? Hop Pop, that's who. And like, Anne's like, hey guys, and Spray's like, Anne, you're okay, and Polly's like, please tell me that thing's gone. She's just a baby. And like, yeah, it's gone. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to put you in danger. Like, it wasn't that important as you guys, no matter how much I miss my cat. Because that's all Anne was. Like, she just missed her cat, missed home. And I hope you guys understand. Polly had a kind of like straight face, and Sprig smiled, and Hop Hop like is like, understand. And like he opened his eyes and he has tears, and like, I miss Charlie Big Bottom with all my heart and soul, is crying, and like he went to hug Anne, and Anne's like like, oh, okay, and Polly is just looking at the wall, and like, is anyone gonna fix the giant hole in the house? And we go back to the night shot on the outside. We go back into the basement, and Anne's cleaning up the silk and everything, and she's just, and she says, Well, this just goes to show you that you can't bring something from the woods and leave it in your basement and think everything's gonna turn out okay. And Sprig's like, I don't know. Sometimes it works out. And Anne's like, looks at her bed and says like, "Aw, wait, you're talking about me, right?" And and Sprig like is a cool like your friend. Like he's like, I made you this, and it's a horrible version of Domino 2. I used Domino's fur for it. And, like and it's like, here you go. Oh, you hate it. It's too ugly for you, isn't it? Let me just take it back. And Anne's like, I love it. And her big old eyes. And Anne loves it because it reminds her of her pet, and Sprig took the time to do it, and it was a pretty good episode. Dude. That was the end of story 1 of episode 4, the Domino Effect, and good episode. What do I give it out of 10? And sneaking Domino 2 in, that will bring it down to a 9. I'm trying to see, is there anything else? Trying to figure it out. Is there anything else wrong with it except Anne sneaking in? Because I told her I was finding about Sprig's hair and Anne calling the caterpillar a cat, and that was fine. The whole Polly barging in, she didn't know what was going on, so that was fine. Hop loving the pet all along, that was pretty funny and sweet. So 9 out of 10. I don't really see anything wrong with it. And also, they actually admitted to the situation where, we snuck the pet in. Well, at least Sprig did. So, yeah, it was a really good episode. 9 out of 10. Only, bad thing was it, and, even though Anne, talked about, bringing the pet in, she still snuck it in anyway. So, that was my only real, issue with it. So, yeah, 9 out of 10. Really, solid episode, above average, not perfect, but, really good episode. And everyone, I'll see you guys tomorrow with, Amphibia Season 1, Episode 4, Story 2, Taking Charge, and, Thursday, I think, is going to be my first impressions of Big City Green, since I did the first 2 episodes of Season 1. So, yeah, that should be fun. Should I talk about it now? Or should I leave it for... Because I'll just leave it for a different video because I have to talk about it. It's about DuckTales, but I don't want to talk about it because this is meant for Amphibia. So if you're wondering about DuckTales, that video is gonna come out. Just don't worry about it. Alright, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.